Good day everyone. In the Japanese, Konnichiwa minasan. The Japanese cuisine. Japanese is an archipelago chain of islands made up of about 3,000 islands. About two-thirds of the land is too mountainous for development, so almost all the people live in the cities, most of which were built on the country's flatland plain area. The country sometimes experiences natural disasters, such as typhoons, huge storms originating over the oceans, and earthquakes. So, the Japanese people are to live in the cities. They also experience, as like in the Philippines, like typhoons, earthquake, and etc. Traditional dishes in Japanese. So, the first dishes in Japanese is sushi. Sushi is one of the best known Japanese foods around the world. It is offered in various ways and prices, from the entertaining kaitizen sushi, conveyor belt sushi, where visitors can enjoy sushi for a reasonable price of about 100 yen per plate, to high-end, long-established, traditional Indomie sushi or Edo-style sushi, where you will sit at a quiet counter to eat and the sushi is prepared right before your eyes. So sushi is the best food in the Japanese. The people is like to eat sushi even if their price is not affordable. The second is miso soup. Miso soup is another famous Japanese food, renowned for its great taste and health benefits. This soup is conventionally drunk accompanied by the side of main dishes. A traditional Japanese diet generally includes drinking miso soup daily. Also, miso soup is made simply with the fermented miso base, which has a flavorful taste full of dip added to Japanese dashi or conventionally mixture of bonito and kelp. There are hundreds of regional varieties of miso soup, from simple soup with just seaweed and tofu to ones with crabs and a variety of vegetables. So miso soup is also one of the famous Japanese food. It has a good taste and many health benefits. Okay, so the third is ramen. Ramen is a noodle soup dish consisting of wet noodles, also known as ramen noodles, savory broth, soy sauce, salt, miso, and tonkatsu pork bone are the four main ramen broth bases, and toppings of meat, protein, and/or vegetables such as sliced pork, nori seaweed, spring onions, bamboo shoots, and others. Also, ramen is one of present-day Japanese absolute favorite delicacies, costing very little and being widely available in restaurants and ramen bars, which are on almost every street corners. In the Japanese ramen is popular that there is a ramen theme museum or amusement park in Tokyo. So, ramen is the noodles in the Japanese. Four of the main ramen broth bases is soy sauce, salt, miso, and tonkatsu pork bone. The fourth is udon. Udon is one of the three main noodles varieties area in Japan. Udon noodles are thick, showy, and traditionally made from wet flour and brine water. Udon also can be served in a number of different ways, mixed into stir fries, added to hot spots, served cold with a tsuyu or tensuyu soup, based on the side for dipping, but are most commonly used in noodle soups where they are served in a savory soup broth with different garnishes. Udon can also noodles in Japanese. Udon noodles are thick, chewy. Udon also is made from wet flour and brine water. The fifth is tempura. Tempura is a dish involving ingredients like a seafood, meat, and vegetables covered in butter and deep fried in oil. The butter usually contains flour and egg. Tempura is generally dipped in a special sauce called tensuyu before eating. Tensuyu is a sauce made of broth from kumbu and dried bonito, mirin, and soy sauce mixed at a ratio of 4:11 and cooked. You can add ginger or grated radish to your liking for a more refreshing taste. So tempura is you need to deep fry it in oil. The tempura is a shrimp and you can put a flour and egg. The tempura is a mix of sauce and soy sauce. So the sixth dish in Japanese is unagi. Unagi or eel is a fish known to be found mainly in rivers. In Japan, it is a delicacy typical in high-class Japanese dining. There are also many casual restaurants that are specialized in unagi dishes. At unagi restaurants, you will be able to enjoy kabayaki, where the unagi is put on skewers and grilled with a special sauce containing soy sauce, mirin, sugar, and sake. Unadon, a dish of kabayaki. On top of white rice is also offered at this establishment. So onagi is you can put it on the top of rice. Unagi is you can find it in the rivers in Japan. Unagi is you can see it in a many restaurant of Japanese. So the last is tonkatsu. Tonkatsu is a pork cutlets are one of the many yushuku or western style foods that were originally introduced to Japan by Europeans. Like more other yushuku foods, the Japanese took the original tonkatsu and made it their own. Today, tonkatsu is made by coating pork chops in crisp panko breadcrumbs and deep frying them until they are golden brown in color. They are normally served drizzled in fruit and vegetables based tonkatsu sauce with shredded cabbage and other cream salad greens on the side. Tonkatsu are also often enjoyed as part of a bento box lunch in a Japanese curry or such as katsu curry or a sandwich fillet. So, tonkatsu is introduced by Japan Europeans. Tonkatsu is made of pork chop and you can put it on a breadcrumbs. And after that, you can deep fry them until they are golden brown color. Tonkatsu is you can put fruit or vegetables on the side of tonkatsu. These are the 4 kitchen techniques in Japan. First is Niru. Niru is simmering. This is cooking method involves submerging the ingredients into dashi, water or liquid seasoning, and adding heat in order to make the ingredients softer and tastier. The second is Yaku. Yaku is grilling. In this method, ingredients are cooked by being directly exposed to an open flame or are indirectly heated with oil in a pot or frying pan. The third is muso. Musu in the Philippines is steaming. In this method, ingredients are heated with steam inside a pot. Steaming is used in a large number of Japanese dishes for all sorts of purposes and forms. The last is agiru. Agiru in the Philippines is deep frying. This method involves using oil and fat to deep fry ingredients, and high cooking temperature of 140 degrees Celsius to 210 degrees Celsius allow for ingredients to be cooked in a short amount of time without any loss of flavor. The Japanese eat 3 meals a day. The main ingredients in all three, however, is a rice or sometimes noodles. Also, Japanese meals eaten early in the tent to be the simplest. A typical breakfast consists of rice, miso soup, and side dish such as an egg or grilled fish. In the Japanese, noodles are very popular for lunch and as a snack. Food in Japanese is gripped between chopstick and lifted to one mouth. And also the Japanese is not like eat while they are doing other things such as walking or driving. So here are the cooker terms in Japanese. Meat is niku. Pork is butaniku. Beef is gyuniku. Poultry is kakin. Duck is ahiru. Chicken is chicken. Seafood is chifudu. And also fish is sakana. Also shrimp is ibi. The last seafood is shellfish. Shellfish in Japanese is kai. So the drinks is dorinku. Water is mizu. Alcohol is orokuro. Beer is biru. The wine is wine. Vegetables is yasai. Fruits is furutsu. Eggs is tamago. Nuts is natto. Yummy is uwishi. Eat is tabiru. Then the cook is kuko. And when you say I'm hungry, the Japanese term is unaka ga akimashita. And when you say I'm hungry, unaka ipai. The bake is yakishimashita. Fried is ajimunu. Grilled is guriru. Roasted is rusutu. Steamed is mushi. Hot is hutu. Salty is atakai. Spicy is churai. The last is sweet is marai. That's all the cookery terms in Japanese. So that's all of my report. Thank you. Arigato gozaimashita. This is Erin M. Bugahod, a BTV TED 2-1 FSM student.